The CIA has toppled governments in the Middle East on countless occasions. From 1953, when the CIA staged a coup in Iran to topple the democratically elected government of Mohammad Mossadegh, until the Obama administration's endeavors to replace the Assad regime in Syria. Destabilization has been at the core of how the US policy toward the Middle East. Today, Iran is the only country in the Middle East who opposed the US policies towards Middle East on every forum and emerged as the US fiercest rival in the Middle East. Iranian government named the US as the Big Satan. But for most of the 20th century, the two were close partners with common interests in regional security and oil. In 1953, the CIA teamed up with Britain's MI6 to overthrow the elected government of Iran in order to secure Iran's oil for the UK and United States, and installed Mohammad Reza Pahlavi as the new Shah of Iran. The new Shah had close ties with the West. Mohammad Reza embraced many Western ideas and in 1963 launched his White Revolution, a broad government program that called for the reduction of religious estates in the name of land redistribution and other modern reforms. Khomeini was the first religious leader to openly condemn the Shah's program of westernization. In fiery dispatches from his Fazia seminary in Qom, Khomeini called for the overthrow of the Shah and the establishment of an Islamic state. In 1963, Mohammad Reza imprisoned him, which led to riots, and on November 4, 1964, expelled him from Iran. Khomeini settled in An-Najf, Iraq, and sent home recordings of his sermons that continued to incite his student followers, breaking precedents with the Shiite tradition that discouraged clerical participation in government. He called for Shiite leaders to govern Iran. In the 1970s, Mohammad Reza further enraged Islamic fundamentalists in Iran by holding an extravagant celebration of the 2500th anniversary of the pre-Islamic Persian monarchy and replaced the Islamic calendar with a Persian calendar. As discontent grew, the Shah became more repressive and support for Khomeini grew. In 1978, massive anti-Shah demonstrations broke out in Iran's major cities. Dissatisfied members of the lower and middle classes joined the students, and Khomeini called for the Shah's immediate overthrow. In December, the army mutinied, and on January 16, 1979, the Shah fled. Khomeini arrived in Tehran in triumph on February 1, 1979, and was acclaimed as the leader of the Iranian Revolution. With religious fervor running high, he consolidated his authority and set out to transform Iran into a religious state. In December 1979, a new Iranian constitution was approved, naming Khomeini as Iran's political and religious leader for life. Under his rule, Western culture was banned and Islamic law was reinstated. Revolutionary tribunals tried and ordered executed more than 600 of the Shah's former officials and army officers, as well as adulterers, homosexuals, and many more. By 1982, it was estimated that more than 4,500 people had been executed and about 30,000 were imprisoned. Days after Khomeini returned to Iran and the last vestiges of the Shah's government fell, Iranian demonstrators attacked the US embassy in Tehran. An American diplomat commented bitterly as he prepared to leave Iran, "We used to run this country. Now we don't even run our own embassy." US severed all diplomatic ties with Iran in 1980, and it has never been re-established again.